Welcome to CARSTAR Field at Bernie Arbor Stadium here on Hamilton Mountain for Friday Night Baseball. On Cable 14, the Hamilton Cardinals are hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs and a classic across-the-lake confrontation. What a night for a baseball game. It's beautiful here. Reed Duthie pleased to be joined by Chase Duthie and Troy Islikar, as well as our entire Cable 14 crew. And Chase, it just doesn't get a whole lot better than this for a summer Friday night.
No, the sun's out. It's starting to cool down a little bit so the players can actually get some air in their lungs. It's going to be a good one.
The Hamilton Cardinals looking for a little bit more, I think it's safe to say. 6-22 on the season, couple of additions to their roster, and they're looking for a bit of a pickup in front of the home crowd. The Toronto Maple Leafs come in 16-12 on the season, 3-0 against the Hamilton Cardinals so far this year. But chasing that Hamilton-Toronto confrontation, the rivalry, you always know that Hamilton is going to bring a fight to a team from Toronto. We see it in every level that those two cities play one another.
Yeah, they don't take these games too lightly, regardless of what sport it is or what level. When you hear there's a Hamilton-Toronto matchup, you know there's going to be some fireworks. And Hamilton, they, as you said, they want to show some more, so I think what they just got to do is they got to let the game come to them today and just take it easy.
Marek Deska, you're going to see him in the bottom of the first inning, pitching for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. Does have a 1-0 record on the season and 5 innings of work against the Hamilton Cardinals. Allowed only 1 earned run, a 1.8 ERA. That is impressive, and in 3 games against the Cardinals this season, Toronto Maple Leafs pitching working to a 2.67 mark. That's outstanding. On the other side, Adrian Salcido gets the ball for the Hamilton Cardinals. He has not yet this season, Chase, played against Toronto, and against the Maple Leafs, Hamilton's pitchers working to a 5.61 ERA, a little bit better than their season performance of a little bit north of 6.4. So Hamilton has brought up the level a bit against Toronto, and maybe Adrian Salcido is looking for a bit of momentum himself, can get something going here.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good one for him. It'll be a good test, but he'll just be able to let everything go.
And we're going to head down to field level for our national anthem. Beautiful rendition of O Canada to get us going. And Chase, it's about that time. Let's take a look at the batting order tonight. And we're going to start off with the visiting Toronto Maple Leafs. Jose Vinicio will get us started. Justin Mora, Jordan Castaldo, Jonathan Salazzo, Aiden McCaskey at the DH spot, Connor Lewis, Dan Mora, Grant Timani, and Greg Carrington on the offensive side for the Maple Leafs tonight. This lineup has produced some numbers for Toronto to keep them in a playoff hunt.
Yeah, their bats have been showing up when they need to, and they're starting to heat up even more. So what they just got to do is they got to relax and just remember that the more that you fight it, the more you try to go towards the game, it's going to get away from you. So just keep calm, play your game, and let the practice and the hard work you built going in do the talking.
second in the IBL, the London Majors, at 19 wins, Toronto at 16. So a lot on the line in a game like this tonight. And there you get a good look at Hamilton Cardinals starting pitcher Aiden Salcido, who is from Fort Myers, Florida, all the way to Hamilton, Ontario. And Chase, I believe this weather is going to be a little bit more what the Fort Myers native is used to.
This is going to make him feel like he's back at home with this heat and the sun coming down on him. So he was throwing some heat in the bullpen session before, so I'm excited to see what he can do today.
The 6'4", 210-pound towering righty, and he can certainly unleash the ball. 1-2 so far in the season, 14 1/3 innings pitched, 12.56 ERA. So alluded to it a bit earlier. Not the numbers a pitcher wants to see, Chase, but Salcido's not had a lot of innings yet under his belt. He can turn his stat line around with one really good start.
Yeah, and it's all about reps, especially as when you're a pitcher and you're going into the bat when you hit this level. It's practice. Everything, you got to get your reps and you got to get comfortable in the position. So it's going to take a bit. As you said, one good outing, one good start can turn everything around, and the confidence can build right around him and his team.
Not going to be easy off the start, though, as Jose Vinicio, who will lead off for Toronto, he comes in running an impressive line, 279 batting average, 331, 369, 700 splits. That OBS slugging, OBP slugging and OPS. Vinicio has certainly been somebody to watch for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 15 RBIs on the season out of the leadoff spot. That's nothing to shake a stick at either in 23 games.
Oh, and when you're the leadoff hitter, your job is to get on base, and he does a very good job. But if you can also produce some runs when you get down in those rotations, it's going to even be better for you.
And we'll see what the towering righty Adrian Salcido has in store for Jose Vinicio as Vinicio steps into the box. And Salcido having a quick look behind him as we get set to open up Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14. Long look in from Salcido, and the wind. Nice pitch to open things up for the strike. You got to think that's a bit of a confidence thing, Chase, getting that first one over the plate. Nice heater to get us going.
And when you get that kind of movement in their first pitch, get the strike, it will get you feeling more comfortable.
That one into the dirt. Tried to get him chasing on the 0-1.
And down in the zone, and that's going to make it
Salcido will have a look as the ball is quickly replaced, and Vinicio will step back in. You can see the mark in the dirt where that one came close to the foot of Vinicio. Salcido again. Long look.
The 3-1.
Wind.
Vinicio gets a hold of it,
and that one high and outside in. Trying to work around the zone after that first pitch strike.
When you have a batter like this, you want to be able to try to work that zone, get him chasing a little bit, get an easy ground.
2-1 to Vinicio. And down in the zone, and that's going to make it 3-1. And now Salcido in a bit of a hole. He's going to have to work his way out.
I think he might have been stand up.
A quick check to the rosin bag, just collecting. Just I think he's got to go back to what he started the game with here. That first pitch, real confidence behind that toss.
Salcido looks in.
Looks in on the 3-1.
Nice.
Vinicio gets a hold of it, and that one just hooked foul. And that'll bring us to full count in our first at bat of the night.
And a 3-1 count. As much as you want to hope you can lay off and just see if you can get the walk when you got that kind of a hitter's count, you kind of get a little bit swing happy in the box, and basically it almost paid off for him. Just inches from being able to turn that possibly into an easy double.
I think he might have been stand-up at that point. That was looking right down the line. 3-2. Sixth pitch of the opening at bat. Salcido looks in. And whoa, that one looks like they'll say a little bit high perhaps, and that's going to be a walk for Vinicio.
Vinicio taking
Justin
off for
Mara,
second.
next man up at bat from Toronto. As Mara comes in with a .333 batting average on the season, 7 home runs and 30 RBIs. Chase, as we take a look at the defense and how it lines up tonight for the Hamilton Cardinals. Ryan Burnside making his debut behind the dish for the Cards. And again, Salcido gets out early, 0-1 count. And again, opens up the second at bat, much like he did his first.
In the background for us, we've got a live mic as that ball from Burnside is going to get away in second. Vinicio will have a stolen base.
Taking off for second, and thought better of it.
Coming in tonight, Josh Niles, our first baseman for the Hamilton Cardinals.
That'll bring the count to 0-2 as Salcido in the zone right now.
Do you slip? Is that how you broke it down?
At bat to Justin Mara.
Trying to go for the hit and run, and Salcido was able to get that pitch to break in beautifully.
It wouldn't be so bad if they put some water on it.
So that's what he's doing right now.
And you can probably hear in the background for us, we've got a live mic as that ball from Burnside is going to get away at second, and Vinicio will have a stolen base. He looked maybe for a little bit more as that ball got into center field.
That slide had to hurt.
Coming in tonight, Josh Niles, our first baseman for the Hamilton Cardinals, is mic'd up.
There you go.
When the Cardinals are on defense, and in case you can hear him in our headset, and he's having a conversation with the fielders.
Yeah, you got to be able to.
Come on, baby.
You got to chat when you're out there. Make sure the team's all on the same page and you keep the morale up, regardless of the situation.
Sounds like that's what he's doing right now. Count is 1-2. Salcido outside, 2-2.
Hey, he said that breaking ball was up and away.
Niles out of Port Stanley. And we'll look forward to seeing him up at bat as well tonight.
That's what I thought too. But
as the Cards will look for a bit of an offensive breakthrough. Salcido winds, and that one outside again. And from that long look in by Salcido as we head back to a full count, Chase, I think he's feeling that in behind the plate, umpire Mackenzie Wright not giving him what he wants to see.
Oh,
baby, right here.
Especially with the ball forward on the last at bat, it's a little tough to swallow.
And that one definitely outside. No controversy on that ball 4, and it's runners on first and second with no one out for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 14th walk of the season for Justin Mara as Jordan Castaldo steps into the box. .352 batting average on the season out of Toronto, as a lot of the Maple Leafs are.
20
apparently,
RBIs on the season so far as well, so this will be an interesting one.
In a prime spot to help his own stat line. A nice pitch there by Salcido.
I don't know if he's facing you guys.
Nice late movement to cut back in. 0-1 now the count.
Dowry, Torres, yeah. Now he played with the Brewers. I can't remember what level he got to. Yeah.
Mara and Niles having a conversation as Vinicio takes off for third. Burnside, good look. Not in time.
Now I just get to come talk to you.
That was a great toss from Burnside, trying to catch Vinicio on his way into third. Let's take another look.
We don't want to be in the middle of the field, might get a linear.
Rosie wants to go home as soon as possible.
As Vinicio, right here, Chase, look at that jump.
Great jump, great power burst right on that first couple steps to get him in there safe, and that's his 17th stolen base of the year.
Vinicio now at third. Just a little poke here from Castaldo. Could cash a run. With runners in scoring position, Castaldo 273 on the season with 11 RBIs.
You know what I mean? But I don't really know.
Salcido, pitchers count, 1-2.
I'm sure. Some cash, maybe a couple guys. Like our DH tonight was from there.
And a long talk about some of the history of the players between Niles and Morrow over there at first. Salcido, and again, looks like that one high, maybe just off the plate.
If anyone, well in there.
Count 2-2, runners on first and third.
Welland definitely's got cash. Come
this would be a big out here for the Cardinals if they can get it. Salcido, long look over to Vinicio at third, and that one just off the plate to the other side. 3-2. Third full count in 3 batters. Salcido's pitch count rising here quickly.
But I heard he had a bit of a rough outing. You guys dropped him off the field.
We scored a couple against him. He wasn't.
Salcido delivers,
Fantastic
and that one outside again.
Come on, baby.
Bases are loaded with nobody out on 3 straight walks.
Keeps going back to the rosin bag and drying off his hands. So I'm wondering if there is a little bit of an issue with trying to control with the sweat gathering and the ball slipping out as he's releasing.
And there's a conversation over at the mound as Jonathan Salazzo is going to head into the batter's box for the Maple Leafs, and with the bases loaded, he's hitting 600 on the season, 1 home run and 9 RBIs.
Am I playing on the grass right here?
In that time.
You like that or no? Well, I also don't want to be behind the guy with him at the plate.
Salazzo,
behind,
326 in total on the year. 434 on base and an 890 OPS.
How we doing, brother? Pretty good.
Salcido in a big spot. And again, gets that first pitch strike. All 3 batters have been first pitch strikes, but they've all turned to walks.
You got us today. Got you. Yeah.
0-1 the count.
Yeah, right.
Delivers to Salazzo. And that one inside, Burnside able to get just enough on the block that it won't roll too far away. Does not allow Vinicio a chance to run home. And that's what they got to watch for here, Chase. If a ball gets away, Vinicio, great speed at third.
Great speed, but right now Burnside's showing that he's got great blocking. He's able to slide over, so he's going to protect it as best as he can here.
He's got an excellent arm behind the plate as well, as that one fouled back and up and over our broadcast location. Salazzo with a healthy swing at that one. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, right. Now, usually it does fly out here, just not like this.
I think if you're the Cardinals, you'd even trade a run here to get a double play ball on the ground.
15 years, that's not.
And that one fouled off of Salazzo's foot. He'll stay alive. 1-2.
That one looked like it stings him a little bit as it hits the side of his ankle.
In the game. All right. Yeah.
Salcido now 6 walks in 14 1/3 inning. 3 of those, 3 more now to add to his total.
Silence that crap.
Oh, but he gets the strike out there, and that was a beautiful pitch to get Salazzo swinging over the top.
And that's going to be a definite confidence builder here, because now you'll be seeing a little bit more of an outside or a lower pitch to try to get a ground ball to turn into a double play to get him out of the inning.
Yeah, that's good. Although I like the lights there.
Stepping up is Aiden
there
McCaskey,
than any other park in the league.
Toronto's DH, hitting .290 on the season. And with the bases loaded, 500, 2 grand slams, 12 RBI. And again, Salcido gets the first pitch, this time swinging. Elevated it a little bit.
Yeah, I played it last year. But only for like 20 games.
And there's already some action
no, from London, actually.
Down in the
south of London, yeah.
Hamilton bullpen.
No, that's like an hour and
low and inside.
20 minutes, depending how far it is. No. Oh, boy.
Salcido working 1-1.
Not to mention the traffic that you always get up there.
And that's a great point that Niles just made about the traffic for Toronto getting here. As you can hear the conversation down at first base.
Oh, was it?
1-2 as Salcido gets the second strike, and again, working out a bit of a hole, trying to make his way back. Salcido, 1-2, and he gets the third strike swinging.
That was just beautiful movement to just the outside of the plate. Those ones, when you're down 1-2, you have to be able to protect, but at the same time, you can't go down looking. And now Salcido's been able to settle the pace down here, and the confidence is starting to build each pitch now. You're starting to see
out
it.
of this early, huh?
So after
See, that's the bad part.
Salcedo walked the bases loaded, back-to-back